racket rotation. The more you let your racket rotate, the more spin that you're going to be able to have, all right? So there's different ways to make sure you can rotate your racket properly, okay? Number one, here it's the elbow tip, all right? And I use this with all my students, all right? So when you guys swing, you guys go swing, and you're gonna point your elbow to the target. So if I can point my elbow to my target, that means my racket has done a full rotation. And once again, if I can rotate fully, I'm going to hit topspin. If you guys slow down your shots, if you guys stop your swings, you guys aren't going to be able to hit topspin. Once again, in order to hit topspin, you guys have to swing, have a full swing every single time that you hit, all right? You guys wanna go low to high, let your racket do the work. So once again, if I can point my elbow to the target or point it to the middle of the court, I will make sure that my racket's doing a full rotation, which in return, I get topspin, all right? Another way to do it, and it's one of my favorite tips, this is the easiest way to hit more topspin, all right? So you're gonna get your watch and you're gonna put it on your dominant hand, or you're going to pretend that you have a watch on your dominant hand, okay? So this is the watch tip. Guys, if you guys already know how to hit topspin, you're just looking for a little bit more, please go out on the court next time, tomorrow, whenever you go out on court again, and try this tip. So you're gonna pretend that you have a watch on your hitting arm, right? And what you're going to do is you're gonna swing, and you're gonna check what time it is on your wrist. Once again, I'm going to swing, and I'm going to check what time it is on my wrist. If you can allow your racket to rotate, you will be able to hit much more topspin, all right? Another way to make sure that you're holding or you're swinging the racket fast enough to hit topspin, and this is a great tip, okay? If you guys suffer from not doing full strokes, use the elbow or the watch tip, right? But another way is listen to your shot, all right? I'm not sure if this is going to transmit through the microphone, but when you swing, you want to be able to hear the air when you hit. If you guys are swinging, so if you guys are like, oh, I can't hit topspin, I just can't get topspin on the ball, I want you guys to do a swing just like you would if you hit a normal ball. And if you can't hear the wind, the whoosh of the racket, you guys aren't swinging fast enough. Not fast enough to generate topspin. So once again, I want you guys to be able to really hear that racket when you hit. Once again, yes, right? So, yeah, that's a big deal, guys. You guys have to swing, and you guys should test if you guys can hear that actual sound. You guys want to be able to hear the whoosh every single time, all right? So, once again, just to recap, you want to be loose, you want to let your racket do the work. Two great ways if you guys struggle with not finishing your shot. Because once again, if you guys want optimal topspin, you guys have to finish your shots. You guys are going to think about the elbow, or you guys are going to think about the watch tip, all right? You guys are going to think about what time is it, all right? Or, it's funny. All right, so, or, once again, you guys want to listen to the sound of the racket, all right? And when you hit, you want to go low to high. So watch what I'm going to do, right? So I'm going to swing. If you guys see this ball spin, it's topspin. If you don't, it doesn't, all right? So we're going to test my tips out right now, right? So what did I say? The first one, I have to be loose and I have to go low to high. So I'm going to be loose, going low to high. And as you can see, the ball's spinning, right? The ball's spinning. I'm hearing a whoosh, right? If I take the racket away, I'm hearing a whoosh, right? But if I don't go low to high, watch. If I go forward, and this is where a lot of people go wrong, they swing forward instead of low to high, right? Watch. There's no spin. The ball's not spinning at all, right? Or if I'm holding the racket tight, the ball's not spinning. You guys see? So if you guys hold the racket tight, if you hold the, if you swing forward, another thing, right? If I don't follow through, watch. If I stop here, it's not going to work, all right? The number one quote, and if you guys have been on these webinars, this is episode around 7, all right? If you guys have been on these webinars before, the number one quote that I use is, in tennis, to gain control, you have to give up control. Once again, in tennis, to gain control, you have to give up control. It's a human tendency. When you want control, what do? You tighten up, right? You get all short in a match. It's like 4-all, you tighten up. Nah, you have to let the racket go. You have to let the racket do the work, all right? Just let it all go, okay? So you have to let the racket do the work to hit topspin, and that will make it, all right? And once again, you want to swing low to high. If you picture a clock, right? The top of this device, Topspin Pro, is 12 o'clock. The bottom is 6 o'clock. I want to swing from 6 to 12 every single time, all right? So, and just to recap once again, we want to either think the elbow tip, right, to make sure our racket rotates, or this is a great tip if you guys already hit good topspin, but you're looking to get a little bit more, guys, that watch tip. It is crazy good. You're going to swing, and you're going to check what time it is, all right?